In this video, I'm going to do some more shit that y'all probably don't care about, but I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I actually just ordered some pre-made versions of what I'm about to make, and they're in the mail. They're on the way, but I couldn't help myself. I found some veg tan leather at Hobby Lobby. They even have what I want to make on the cover. Some insoles for my shoes, for my boots, for my Iron Rangers. And then I also got some, keep that from on to the camera, some leather remnants to make some kilties. And if you don't know what a kiltie is, essentially what it is, and I'll take my boot off and put it on the table and show you. A kiltie essentially lays on top of your tongue. Here it's an extra piece of leather that lays on top of your tongue, and it kind of just keeps these eyelets from wearing your tongue out, which you can see that's like a high wear area. And I'm gonna make some just out of some really thin leather. I grabbed this remnants pack mostly because it had this green. Don't think I'm gonna really like the green, but whatever. The remnants pack is like $7, and it's got all kinds of colors, so I can make all kinds of kilties. That's not a bad one, but if I had to guess, I'll probably end up with some shitty leather though. I was gonna say go with that, something close to the boot, but we'll see. Maybe that's probably the closest to the actual color of the boot. Now, none of this leather is gonna be the quality that these boots are, but the point is to just keep the tongue that's on the boot in good shape. So and then of course, like I said, I'm going to make some soles, some insoles with this veg tan leather. That way I'm not just rocking straight up the heel pad, which you can't really see in there, and the insole of the actual boot. So I'm gonna go grab some insoles that I tried out of my Hokas. They're just tennis shoes as like as a guide to cut this veg tan leather. So this might be an epic fail, because these are definitely not made for these Iron Rangers, but if you look, let me grab the correct side, it's pretty damn close to the correct shape and size already. I'm just going to cut this veg tan a little proud and see how it looks. I mean, I don't have much to lose. This veg tan was, I don't know, kind of expensive. It's $50 for this roll. I don't know how many yards it is, but it's plenty for what I'm going to use it for. I don't know how many other projects I'm going to have that will involve me using a bunch of veg tan, and hopefully these dinky old leather scissors cut. It said it'll cut up to 3 millimeters thick, so we'll see. But yeah, plenty of veg tan for multiple boots, which I do want to do my other boots. If I like this, I want to do my other boots, because the beauty of leather, especially veg tan, is that over time it kind of molds to your feet. If you've ever had a pair of rainbow flip-flops, dude, like, they're the best. I mean, after a while they just get absolutely horrifically gross, but for a while, dude, they're so nice, like when they mold to your feet, and that's kind of just what I want with these boots. So I'm just going to do a very rudimentary trace around here and hopefully not move this sole at all in the process. And the heel is going to be hard because I could probably have moved this up a little bit. But yeah, I mean, this is just a rough outline. Like I said, I'm doing it a little proud. All right, so there's that traced out. Let's see how these cheap Hobby Lobby, these Hobie Below Baby scissors do. Here goes nothing. I'm sure I've got something that'll cut. Okay, those aren't bad. And I know, like, the professionals have this crazy, like, roller thing that probably cuts a much smoother line, but professional I am not. All right, I'm gonna make you watch this. All right, it's cut out. Let's see how it looks. Oh yeah, that's not bad. Dude, for the first try, not bad, right? Definitely need to trim some off of, I don't know what you would call this, like the waist. Maybe not, I don't know. Let's see how it fits in a boot. All right, this will be a left side. I mean, it's really floppy, honestly, more floppy than I thought it would be. But I don't have, like, I mean, these run a little big, but it's not like I'm like have all the room in the world anyway, so it's probably good. It's kind of thin. I got the thinnest ones you could order, so I ordered them from Rose Anvil. If you watch any boot content on YouTube, which I'm sure the cross section of people that view my content and Rose Anvil's content is probably small. It's probably exists, but it's probably small. I got his 2mm boot breaker. This is gonna be harder than I thought it was. Got his 2mm boot breaker insoles, and then I got the 2 to 3mm leather, and then the 2mm rubber. So looks like we're pretty good. Definitely need to taper this in some. So let's see what I'm gonna do. And honestly, we're barely there on the length. Holy shit, we're barely there. Let's I'm glad I got enough to try this a couple times. Let's trim this down. We'll see how that does. Not gonna lie, it seems a little dramatic now that I've got it cut out, but all right, let's see. Let's see how good it works, if it works at all. Definitely goes in a lot easier. Not to the end of the boot though. I think I need to narrow up the toe some more. But we're not looking too bad. Okay, definitely need to narrow up this part right here. Again, way more dramatic than it probably needs to be, but all right, we're getting there though. We're getting there. All right, so we're, damn. Okay, so the toe of this one is pretty much spot on, honestly. Maybe I can get the phone to look in there. All right, let's see. All right, let me get, here we go. Ah, not on. There we go. All right, come on, light. People are waiting. I don't know how much you can really see. I think it looks pretty snug to me, but obviously this spot and there's a little too narrow. So I'm gonna retrace this exactly how it is, and then we'll see how that works. Well, not retrace exactly because it's not the right size, but it's gonna be generally, essentially around the same size. I'm going to, you know what I'm gonna do. That's looking like a way better, it still looks clunky, but all right. V1 versus V2. I don't know. V2 looks better. If I was smart, they probably, somebody's got a printout, I'm sure, of like the right sole pattern for the Red Wing Iron Rangers, because after all, they do make a, I should have lengthened this. They do make a sole specifically for these, Red Wing does. I'm sure somebody, you know, I could probably print something off, is what I'm saying, but I don't feel like waiting. All right. I think just a little too long maybe, but this is looking good. This is not looking bad. Everything in the toe feels right, like it's all fitting edge to edge in there. I could take the toe down a little bit, like the width. Anyway, all right, more adjusting. That's close enough to try on for me. And this is actually, I feel like probably good practice for when I get the ones that that I ordered. Probably spent too much on from Rose Anvil, because I'm gonna have to cut those to size too. So, yeah, I don't know. That's pretty thick. Let's compare it to the to this. As far as like, it makes the boot feel a little too small maybe. I don't know which is thicker, like under compression. Let's see, how does that work? That fits beautifully in there. I mean, there's a little wrinkle at the back, but that's just because I don't have it like slid all the way forward, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, look at that now. Beautiful. Should probably just use these, right? Okay, about the same. These actually maybe even a little tighter feeling to me than the leather one I just concocted. So dude, you know what I think I just did? I think I just, y'all will probably be able to tell, I think I just cut down the wrong one. I think I just tried it on with the wrong one. Yeah, 100%. 100%. No wonder it fits so good. I used the wrong fucking one. Idiot. What an idiot. Alright, so I'll probably have to trim this one down some more. That is like tight in there around the toe. So I'm going to take some off the heel then. I think that might be the only spot where I'm overshooting it a little bit. And that's what came off the heel. That much. See if that makes a difference. I totally grabbed the first one last trim up. Ooh, that's getting close. There's like no gap. I don't know how I got the shape of the toe so good the first time around. Honestly, I really don't. I fucking nailed it. I'm just going to take a little bit more off the heel and I think we're good. Done quite a bit of trimming since the last clip, but I think I've nailed it. Look at that. Might hit that corner a little bit. That looks a little extreme there. I don't want any bunching up if I don't need it. But yeah, just constantly trimming this to get a good fit. I think that Sharpie's actually giving me a bit of an optical illusion there. I don't think it's as pointy as I think it is because of the way the Sharpie's drawn on there anyway. I'm gonna trace that for the other side. Of course, I've got to keep in mind that means I need to do it that way. Correct. Because this is for the other foot. And knowing myself, I will totally goof and do this wrong. Okay, should be one more like trace and cut and we're done. Because this will be the other boot. And I'm happy enough with that. Alright, look at that. That looks like the shape of an insole if I ever saw one. Alright, gotta cut it out now. I'd say that's close enough. Now, the only problem is this one on the left has the nasty Sharpie on top. The one on the right is clean. Oh well. I'm gonna have to let my OCD go on that one. I'm gonna take that off right there and we'll pop them in the boots. Alright, here's the right boot, the one I just cut. I did it right, so it's in the right orientation. Let's see how it fits in here. I know these aren't going to be identical left to right, but hopefully they're close enough that it doesn't matter. Okay. Alright, well, I have to do some more trimming on this one. Not too bad, though. Not too bad. Looks pretty legit on camera. In person, you can kind of tell a little bit more that it's not like made for the boot. I'm going to narrow that toe box a little bit and the heel a little bit, and I'll be done with this one. Not bad. Not bad. I know you can't tell shit from the video, but not bad, dude. Not bad. And I have plenty of veg tan left to do other shit with, so there you go. There's your veg tan insoles out of Hobby Lobby, veg tan leather. And I've got all this left over. And that was going to be it, but I totally forgot I wanted to do Kilties too, so we'll do that real quick. This is the first time I've ever done any of this, so bear with me. It's a learning experience. These did good. You can tell they're dulling out though. So for a Kiltie, I'm just going to rip the laces out of these real quick, and while I'm in there, take my brush, kind of brush out the dust and garbage in there. Let's just brush these out real quick, a little bit. So, as I said before, the reasoning behind Kilties is to prevent stuff like that, just where and these aren't bad, like sometimes they'll rub it like through and it'll start, you know, really tearing the leather up, but these are not bad. So I'm just going to, honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do. So if I do this leather here, I want that to be out. I don't know. I don't really want to try that leather first, because that's like, I may like it, I may hate it. Okay, so let's do this. This is like the right size, right? Or the right color, I mean, size, color, whatever. Okay, so edge to edge there. Y'all are just gonna watch me do this in real time. Never done this before, but we'll see how it goes. So we'll say like straight across there and down like that and over like that. Okay. Don't know how this is going to turn out. All right, I'm going to cut this out. We'll see where we're at. That's what I've got right now. It's very rough. This leather cuts so good in comparison to that thick veg tan. But that's what it looks like now. Still really rough. Just kind of trying. Okay, so probably go a little bit bigger than that, right? A little bit more oversized. But I mean, essentially, for something you're not really going to see, that's not like too bad, right? Let's do some more refining. I could also do the suede on the outside like this, but I don't think I want that. But I think this is going to be a good template. Except I want to go a little bigger all over the place. So I fucked up. This is the leather I thought would look best as far as like matching, but I goofed. So now we'll move on to something. Oh man, I might have picked the wrong remnants pack for these boots, guys. I mean, I've got black, but fucking black looks like shit. I hate the way black leather looks. It looks too... You know what I'm saying? It's too kinky. The black leather is just way too kinky. Okay, so we're going to go for the green. Fuck it. I've got enough here to do it. So I'm going to trace that out, cut it out twice, punch some holes in it for the laces, and we'll see. Maybe I'll look up some pictures of some Kilties real quick too to figure out really what I want to do with it. The more I think about it, I haven't looked to see what Kilties look like because I'm stubborn and I don't feel like going and getting my laptop, but the more I think about it, the more I remember them being shaped like this, like tapered in there, a couple holes there for the laces, obviously got the bottom shape kind of corrected to match, and I mean, as long as it's as wide as the tongue up top, that should be all that really matters, right? God, that looks... Does that look terrible? That looks terrible. It looks like grass in my boot. We might not be making any Kilties today with this leather, which is disappointing because, man, I really goofed practicing on this because that would have been, as far as like looks, the closest for sure. I mean, maybe I can still use that, right? And then I think I can make one more out of the rest of that drop wherever I put it over here. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I could. All right, maybe I'll try that. I'm gonna shape this up and then cut another one. We'll see. I don't know. This sucks. I hate this. These suck. I feel like it's gonna make the boot look worse too, but we'll keep trying. I'm not gonna keep trying. I'm just gonna lace this one up and see if I like it. If I like it, I'll probably just order some. They're like, you can get some really cheap ones. You can also get some really expensive ones. I'll get my other boot up here so I lace it the same way. But I'm just, I don't know. I'm getting impatient. I've made my insoles and now I'm over it. I'm over leather working for tonight. So let's see. Let me lace these up. And normally these have a hole for the laces to go through so this stays in place. But since I don't think I'm going to keep this on my boot, I'm not going to bother with that right now. Also, don't feel like getting out the drill because that's the only way. I have to make like a good hole in the leather. I guess I could use a punch, like a tool punch, but I'm not going to do all that. I say that I'm a lazy asshole for not doing it, but I also don't care. The good thing about boots with speed hooks is that you don't have to lace very much before you can just try them on. And there we go. I only had the video stopped for like a few seconds. There we go. I mean, I don't know. That doesn't look bad, right? That looks almost the same. Let's try them on. Man, I got way too fat over the holidays to be bending over tying shoes with this thing on. All right. So, doesn't look too bad. You know, I got fat ankles, so, I mean, honestly, you can't even tell it's there. And it does its job. Let me show you my fat ass ankles again. Like you can see, the Kiltie is in between the eyelets and the tongue. So, I mean, it's doing its job. It's protecting the boot. Makes it a little more stiff, especially with the veg tan insole. But it does make it, like, technically kind of fit my foot better. All right, fuck it. I'm going to make another one for this one, and I'm going to wear them like this for a little while. And I'm not going to do a lace hole to keep them up. We'll see how it works. I will also add that this leather is disgusting. It looks like shit. The edge is terrible. I should probably try and dye it. I've got Sharpie on that part, but you'll never see it, even though you won't see it. It still bothers me. I'm going to mark up the back of this with, is that the same leather? And just me messing with it has made it less furry on the back? Is that the same leather? That's got to be the same leather I cut off of, right? Yeah, absolutely. Right? Yeah. Yes, it is. Damn, it's weird. The rough outside, the rough side of the leather, like the suede side, is so much smoother on this, and I guess it's just from like having it in that boot and messing with it more. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna trace this out and cut it out. And there they are, both leather Kilties. So instead of taking the laces out, let's see if I can just sneak this thing in there. Oh, definitely, right? Definitely. Let me brush this boot out too. It's got some. I don't want dirt underneath the. I don't want dirt underneath the Kiltie. You know what I'm saying? That probably isn't a good thing. Okay. All right. Okay, we'll put the first one in on this side. All right, that was easy. That was easier than I thought. Yeah, I should have done that the first time. There's no need to unlace the whole boot for installing a Kiltie. And like I said, I should dye. Just pull up on this. I should dye the edge of this leather. And I have leather dye, but also I kind of just want to leave it. Fuck it, you know? It's like nobody's going to see that part of the boot anyway, for the most part. And also, like, it's function over form. You know what I'm saying? Alright, let's get this one in here. I'll spare y'all. There they go. Boot accessories from Hobby Lobby. I spent a total of $68. That was like $7 for these. The veg tan roll was definitely the most expensive. This was $50 right here for this, I don't know, 3-4 square foot roll. And then the leather drops were $6.99 for all of those. Can't really complain. I think I spent with Rose Anvil without the Kilties roughly the same. I mean, like $50 or something for the. I got the synthetic boot breakers, the like 2mm thick, whatever rubber or like neoprene those are, and then I got the 2 to 3mm thick veg tan leather boot breakers, and I was going to stack those, or if that was too much, just use the veg tan, or if that was too much, just use the like neoprene one. So we'll see. This is a good, I feel like, test, because I want to say this veg tan, and this is why you need a good set of calipers so you can measure shit. I don't have those. Actually, I'm sure I have a set of calipers from my dad or my grandpa put away, all buried in my tools somewhere, but I'm not going to go find them now because I already bought the leather. If I really cared that much, I'd have measured it in a store. I can use the leather for other stuff, and then it had a picture of the soles on the front. I trusted it, so. But not bad. I feel like for what I paid and the effort I just put into them, it's pretty solid. Pretty solid for some homemade boot breakers. Let's see. And some homemade Kilties. I mean, you can't even tell the difference in person or on camera. All right, we'll rock these like this for a little while. We'll see how they do. Boots feel tighter, but you know, they'll stretch out and break in, and so will those veg tan soles. But I'm digging it so far. I think it was worth the investment. But all right, I will see you guys. Thank you for watching. By the way, this departure from the channel, this boot content, it's just like fun to me. I don't know. Leather's nice. Leather smells good. And boots are cool. High quality stuff that lasts a long time. I just enjoy it. Now I'm back to new boot goofing, boys. All right. I'll see you in the next one.